Hi, I'm Abhishek Nayak. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Appsmith. I'm excited to talk to you today at Appsmith Innovate. I have a few updates from the world of internal apps and Appsmith to share with you today. First, we've seen an incredible year of growth at Appsmith. We've seen 500% increase in businesses and enterprises who use Appsmith to build their internal applications. We spent a lot of time last year building out necessary features for businesses and enterprises to adopt Appsmith and ensure all their internal applications are secure and can scale across the entire organization. So I'm happy to see that we have good results here. We've also seen a lot of growth for our open source project. We're at nearly 30,000 GitHub stars. These are developers from all around the world using Appsmith to build CRUD applications, admin panels, dashboards, etc. for their organizations. So I'm quite happy to see that. This is also reflected in the fact that we have now 10,000 plus active monthly Appsmith instances. These are companies, teams that are using Appsmith to build internal applications, and they're self-hosting it, which means their applications are all in their environment and are secure. So 10,000 is a really good number, and I'm so happy that we are here. We've also seen a lot of progress in our product. You're going to hear from my co-founder Nikhil about our product features, but we've shipped nearly 20 plus platform features for Appsmith, which are focused on the developer experience as well as focused on helping companies adopt Appsmith for their entire business user teams. I'm going to talk a little bit more about it. So this has been a great year, and thank you so much for being part of this. Now, as a company, we are really focused on two major things. First is providing a great developer experience. A great developer experience for us means great documentation, support, easy to get started with Appsmith, ensuring there are the right templates that help you get started, ensuring everything that a developer needs to build and to share the apps across their engineering team, that should be super easy. So that's been a big focus for Appsmith, and it'll continue to be a focus for Appsmith. The second thing that's a focus for us is to ensure that we are able to deliver real business outcomes for our customers and for our companies who adopt Appsmith. Internal applications which are easy to use, fast to load, good looking, and simple to use for business users, they have a lot of potential to be adopted across the organization and therefore deliver a real business outcome. Let me talk a little bit about the business outcomes that we've delivered for some companies that have adopted Appsmith. First, I want to talk about InstaWork. InstaWork is an organization that built a customer 360 portal for their support agents so that the support agents didn't have to go look at multiple disparate tools, disparate data sources to do their work. A single Appsmith application could talk to many different APIs and data sources. So they could really build everything that the support rep required in a single application. Now, this saved time for agents, but most importantly, it actually created an amazing customer experience. And a great customer 360 is often at the heart of an amazing customer experience. So we're excited to see InstaWork build it, but we are also excited to see more companies build customer 360 applications on top of Appsmith. Then we have Hi-Fi. Now, Hi-Fi is a customer of Appsmith that, in fact, recently just got acquired by Block or Square. They had built a CRM tool for customer onboarding. This customer onboarding helped them service new customers 50% faster. And this was built by a technical product manager because she had SQL skills and she could actually build everything required for her first application. And this CRM application actually created this amazing customer onboarding experience, amazing customer experience, and therefore they were able to achieve their business goals, and they were able to achieve all of this really, really fast. We then have another customer here called File. Now, File built a support request tool for their customer success teams. File is a B2B SaaS company. Now, they deployed Appsmith on a private instance and they built an application that was securely talking to their production database. This meant the customer success team could now have read as well as write access without exposing their production database to the internet or without accessing the database credentials. And this tool helped them turn around customer requests a lot faster, and it reduced their engineering workload and reduced their the cost of engineering here. So all in all, like, great for customers and great for file. Now, there's a common thing between these companies. They use Appsmith to automate manual and inefficient processes. Previously, they might have had to go to multiple tools, or maybe they were relying on Google Sheets, Excel, and other inefficient processes. They could now automate that with Appsmith. The second thing was, these customers, they often were replacing some sort of an internal application that was no longer working that well. It was no longer serving the purpose. Maybe it was outdated, or maybe it was just too difficult to maintain and add new features to, or it had just slowed down completely. So these companies could actually replace their old janky internal apps with something that's built on Appsmith. Therefore, it's better UX, it's performant, and it's easier to maintain. And they did all of this without changing the way that they work. Because the way that these companies work is part of their core differentiation, is part of the reason why they succeed with their customers. And by using Appsmith, they could actually build something that works the way they work. Instead of modifying the way that they work, they just build something that helps them continue their secret sauce that keeps them differentiated in the marketplace. One of the things that we've learned is that our users are actually not looking for a low-code platform or for an internal applications platform. They're looking for solutions to their customer and business problems. They come to Appsmith when they believe there is something that needs to be built so that they can serve their customer in a particular way. Therefore, as Appsmith, we're actually getting focused on getting users to solutions a lot faster. And we're doing this with a mix of features like templates. Templates are pre-built examples of common apps that you can look at, reuse, copy, fork, modify, and use all of that to actually build the application that you desire. This will help you go from 0 to 1 really fast. The second thing that we've done is introduce a business edition, which comes with more security features like access control, multiple environments for your data sources, and audit logging so that you can actually record every single action that has taken place inside that application. This helps you ensure Appsmith can be deployed in your organization without having security issues. That's the second thing that we've done. The third thing that we've been focused on is ensuring the building experience for the developer is a lot more faster and a lot more simplified. It's a lot easy for you to bind data to a widget today, and it's also getting easy for you to build responsive applications that work across screen sizes and resolutions really quickly. This, along with other features like our JS library feature, our Git feature, all of that is actually helping you build a lot faster and do that a lot more simply. This is where a community actually plays a really critical role. A community helps developers build a lot faster with Appsmith because they share their experiences and best practices for building an Appsmith. They do that on Discord, or they do that by writing a blog post, or on Twitter, or on Reddit. We've also seen our community play a big role in unblocking and replying to support requests of new users. Our community is quite welcoming, and it's helped a lot of new users get started with a low-code platform like Appsmith a lot faster, so that they can actually build and deploy quickly. And finally, the third thing, we've seen community members also contribute to the project by writing technical documentation or fixing bugs or simply just providing high value feedback. They get on calls with our PMs, designers, and they give us a lot of feedback so that we can actually improve the project. And all of this is thanks to the community. So our focus on helping our community continues to be a key priority. We have 2 new community resources that I'm excited to talk about. First, we have a community portal. It's on community.appsmith.com. This is where we are now storing and recording all our content, how-to guides, tutorials, all sorts of useful information, tips and tricks so that you can get the best out of Appsmith. And you can contribute to this community portal very easily. So if you see something that you want to answer or see something that's interesting for the larger community, please go ahead and sign up for community.appsmith.com and start posting there. The second thing that we've done is introduced a share template library on community portal. You can now submit templates that you've built internally so that other people can now use that. Other people should be able to remix and fork those templates. This will be a set of templates that are actually created by users of Appsmith and not just the Appsmith team. And that means you can actually see real life examples of how other companies are building internal apps, and maybe you're going to find inspiration or you're going to find something that's actually useful for you to directly adopt. So these are the two things that we're doing in community. The last thing I want to talk about is Appsmith Free. With Appsmith Free, you get the advantages of open source and you also get easy access to all our business and enterprise features. Till recently, if you had to use our business and enterprise edition, you had to migrate all your open source data and all your open source applications to our enterprise and business edition. This was not really easy to do and it didn't create a great experience. So we've decided to introduce Appsmith Free, which is a single installation that actually helps you get all the free open source projects. But if you're interested, with a single click, you can actually access our business grade features and our enterprise grade features. Now, a lot of things basically remain the same. It's free forever. It's self-hosted, so that doesn't change. But you now have a single click upgrade to our business and enterprise tiers. And Appsmith Free will have feature parity with Appsmith's open source and community edition. So you should try this out. If you want to give the business and enterprise edition a shot and check out what those features are like, you should certainly give this a shot. And if you don't like it, it's a single click to downgrade back to just using our free and open source features. This is all I have for you today. And I'm really excited that all of you are attending Appsmith Innovate and have a great week ahead.